Some mysteries aren't solved by detectives, but by love. Some are never meant to be explained. This is the story of 16-year-old Ethan Carter. At his 7th birthday, a white envelope arrived with only his name written on it. To Ethan, his parents thought it was from a relative but couldn't find the sender. The envelopes kept arriving on his birthday, each with the same handwriting and signing, Emma. Ethan ignored it until one day when he found a letter from another person, sit next to Noah on the first day of school. "Dad, I'm scared." He quickly confronted his father and found another envelope. Some things are better left unsaid. The truth about the baby girl who was never born weighed heavily on his conscience. As he grew older, he locked away the letters and never showed them to anyone. One night, a knock on his door was accompanied by 3 slow knocks. Ethan realized it was another envelope, but this one contained nothing but the word, "Open tonight." The family looked at each other, afraid to breathe. He quickly opened it and found it empty. Everything went dark. In the end, the narrator softly continuing the story, the truth is that some secrets are too heavy to bear. For some, they only ever seem to come out once in a lifetime. To be continued. The lights suddenly went out. Ethan held the mysterious envelope tightly. His mother lit a candle, and together they opened it. Inside was an old family photo and a short letter. "Dear Big Brother, tomorrow visit Grandma Rose. Ask her about the blue music box. Love, Emma." The next morning, they drove to Grandma Rose's house. When she saw Ethan, she smiled sadly. "I knew this day would come." She took out an old blue music box that had been hidden for years. Inside was another envelope and a small silver key. The letter read, "The key opens locker 214 at Riverside train station. Before you go, ask Dad why he still blames himself." Ethan looked at his father. His father's eyes filled with tears. "It was raining the day Emma died," he whispered. "I was driving. I believed the accident was my fault." His mother held his hand. "It was never your fault." For the first time in 16 years, Ethan hugged his father as they both cried. That evening, they arrived at Riverside train station. Ethan unlocked locker 214. Inside was only an old video camera with a note. "Press play." He switched it on. The screen flickered. A woman appeared. She smiled gently and said, "Hello, Ethan. My name is Sarah. And I know the truth about Emma." The screen suddenly went black. Narrator. Sometimes, the biggest answers come from the smallest clues. To be continued. The room was silent. Ethan pressed play once again. The woman on the screen smiled gently. "Hello, Ethan. My name is Sarah. I was the nurse who cared for your mother many years ago." Ethan leaned closer. His heart was pounding. Sarah continued, "The day your parents lost Emma, they also lost a part of themselves. They blamed each other. They blamed fate. But the truth is, no one was at fault." Tears filled Ethan's eyes. Sarah reached into a small box beside her. She held up a stack of letters. "Before your mother left the hospital, she told me about the daughter she would never get to hold. She had already chosen her name, Emma. She also told me everything about you, how much she loved you, how she wished you would always know that. Your little sister would have loved you too." Sarah smiled through tears. "So every year, I wrote one letter, not because Emma wrote them, but because your mother's love never ended. I wanted your family to heal. I wanted you to believe that love is stronger than loss." Ethan looked at his mother. She was crying silently. "I'm sorry," Ethan whispered. His mother hugged him tightly. His father joined them. For the first time in 16 years, the family cried together. Not because they were broken, but because they were finally healing. The video was almost over. Sarah picked up one last envelope. "This is the final letter. It's from all of us." Ethan slowly opened it. Inside were the words, "Dear Big Brother, don't spend your life searching for me. I'm already with you. Every time you make Mom smile. Every time you hug Dad. Every time you choose kindness instead of anger. Live the happy life I never had. That will always be enough. Love, Emma. Ethan pressed the letter against his heart. He closed his eyes. For the first time, he didn't feel sadness. He felt peace. Outside, the rain had stopped. Warm sunlight filled the room. His mother smiled. His father placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder. Together, they walked outside. Not to say goodbye, but to begin again. Narrator, softly. Sometimes the greatest gift isn't a miracle. It's the love that remains long after someone is gone. Final text on screen. Love never truly leaves us. It simply finds another way to stay. The end.